Economics Arkansas was founded in 1962 with the mission to serve teachers and students across the state, starting in pre-K all the way through high school, to help them see how the world around them works, to make the connections, connect the dots, you might say, of how what they're learning in class has an application for their future. We do that in a variety of ways. We host workshops in person, webinars, we have a state conference, we host student competitions, all ways to help build economic and financial literacy in our state. Before I came to Economics Arkansas, I was a classroom educator. I loved Farm Bureau resources then. I appreciate even more now the resources because we enjoy a great partnership, really for decades, with Farm Bureau. We believe that partnerships are resource multipliers, and to be able to partner with Farm Bureau, our largest industry in our state, really represented, to help teachers and students understand the impact of agriculture in our state is fabulous to us. Just like Farm Bureau, we want students to understand that milk does not come from the local store, that there isn't a farmer, there's agriculture to thank for that. So we begin at the very young ages talking about agriculture, and it fits perfectly in the standards. And we progress to middle and high school to begin to talk about career paths and how students might find a way to connect their passion with agriculture. By the time we move to the intermediate grades, every fall we do a workshop with Farm Bureau called Let's Talk Turkey. We want students to understand that that study that Farm Bureau creates every year that talks about what it costs to produce a meal for a family, how that relates and how we can thank Arkansas farmers for many of those items that are on that plate that they're going to consume. That's fun for teachers and students. And by the time we get to middle and high school, we love to do a series called Connecting Educators to Industry, so that students and teachers who often spend their days inside the four walls of a classroom can begin to see how they can open the eyes of the students in the classroom to career paths related to agriculture. We are excited about hosting a Connecting Educators to Industry with Farm Bureau. When this was suggested by Matt, the list, as soon as it was posted, filled completely, and we had a substantial waiting list. So that just tells us that this will be a project that we can do again next year. Teachers are excited about going out on location to see agriculture in action. We often talk about them through our webinars that we host and when sessions are presented at our state conference, but seeing it is a whole different ballgame for the teachers.
Today's tour afforded us to have an opportunity to see forms, to see the beginning to the end, how the job market can be impacted from the opportunities that's available at forms. Taking that information and aligning it and sharing, I'll be able to share it back with our cadets/students at the Youth Challenge program. Teachers will be able to share the education that they're learning, whether that's an elementary teacher or a high school teacher, and sharing the different steps of forming as it relates to learning on a whole different level for our students in the great state of Arkansas.